Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video of how I'm using an older Hobonichi Weeks to plan in my current year. So this is a 2023 Hobonichi Weeks. This one was specifically the one with the One Piece collaboration. I believe this was the first year that they did the One Piece collaboration. 2023, yes. So I have been using this as my everyday planner. Wherever my phone goes, this goes with me, and I did use this in the year 2023. It's not that I did not use it, but not to maybe its full potential. And I had not purchased a planner for last year. I did purchase something as my hobby journal, but did not purchase anything as a planner for last year or for 2024, which is why I'm continuing to use this 2023 weeks. And I just wanted to talk about it because this may be an option that you might want to consider if you have older planners lying around. But big disclaimer, I personally don't think that this may work for everybody. In my life, does not need that kind of very granular planning down to like, what am I doing this day versus what am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing at exactly this time of this day? So, which is why this works for me. So just disclaimer that this may not work for you, but if you are interested to learn on how I'm using an older weeks for my current planning, please do keep watching. And I'm sorry for the very awkward camera angle, but it's very overcast here today, and this is the only time that I can film, and we're just gonna have to go with it. So let's get started. I have a clear cover on this, and I used this kind of a, what is this thing called? It's like a extra flap to keep the month in place. And I will give like a brief overview of how I'm using the monthly pages, because they do not correlate to the exact day and exact dates and the time of the month or the time of the day, right? So I'm on the month September, and while I did not use this monthly page last year, which was 2023, I'm planning to use it for this year. And how I use the monthly pages is just as like a to-do list of all the things that I want to achieve this month, which are not very specifically time-bound or date-bound. And what I mean by that is, like, I do not have things on here that necessarily say that I have to complete this by September 10th, or I have to do this by September 5th. So it gives me enough leeway to put things on here that I need to plan for the month, for this month that I need to get done, but it's not necessarily time bound or date bound. So I just use the left hand side of this monthly overview to write down the things that I want to achieve this month. And for anything, like for example, like this particular video that you're seeing today, right? I typically tend to film on a Friday evening or a Saturday morning, and I tend to do most of the editing and upload all of the taking pictures for the cover photo, all of that on Saturday morning. So I typically tend to block my filming and editing schedule on alternative weeks of the month. And one of the personal goals that I'm setting for myself is I would like to film and upload 2 videos a month. That's like a overage. I don't know if I will be able to do that every month, but that's what I aim to do. So anything where I know for a fact, so I know whether I have filmed and uploaded a video last week. So I don't necessarily need to know the exact date that I'm putting when I'm saying I need to film and upload. So, which is why this layout works for me, and which is why I don't bother with, redating the monthly pages, because I know for a fact that there's nothing extremely time bound on this view that I need to get done. So that's how I'm using the monthly pages. What I've started doing is I've just started doodling stuff on, some of the monthly sections when I, I want to try and like freehanding stuff without like even using like a pencil to begin with. So it's just random doodles that I would like to start doing a lot more, which is why you'll see stuff here and there. So this is mostly pen only. You will see some stickers here and there, but that's exactly how I'm using the monthly pages. And I'm not using any of the I just have some stickers on here that I've stuck. I do have some dot stickers as well. And we'll get to the dot stickers in a minute, but I do have like the dot stickers here and some of the Hobonichi stickers that I just have stuck on here so that I can, use whenever I feel like just decorating my journal a little bit more or planner a little bit more. And I don't necessarily use these pages. So that's how I'm using the monthly overview. And most of my, actual to-do list stays on the weekly. So this is like the current week, and let me just show you a previous week that I might have done, which might give you a little. I keep tending to change like the structure of how I want. So to start off with, right, like the weekly horizontal, I do need to know like what day it is. So I have these dot stickers on here. They're like, I'm not sure if you can see them. There you go. That are like, you can write on them. These are the ones that I showed you in the beginning, where I'm writing like the day of the month. So when I started, like this is September, or this is August 5, and when I've like hit September, I just write here like it's September 1. And I'm just using this, I'm ignoring these dates, and I'm just using this as my like guide. And what I tend to do is like at the beginning of the week or like on Sundays, I just transfer the things that I want to accomplish that week. If there's a running list of to-do items that I need to get through, I just write all of that. And I just spend the rest of the space like journaling, or if I've like been reading something, then I just give like a mini review of it, like nothing too fancy. It's just like I just write whatever I want to if I find there's space, and if there's just anything that I want to doodle, I just doodle that. And that's how I'm typically tending to use this section on the right. So you have your running list of to-dos that I want to get done that particular week, and if I do not finish something, I tend to move it over to the next week, since it's not like extremely time bound. I also use like if there are things that I have to get done that within that week or in the span of the next 2 weeks, I tend to use like these smaller post-it notes, and I just write in the stuff that I want to do. Like I have to do like a lot of appointments, doctor appointments, so I tend to like just put those on sticky notes, and the things that I need to highlight, I put them on sticky notes and just move it over to the next week as required. So that's the overview of this section on the right. And if you see, like there's this separation here, and I tend to write down like what I'm watching and what I'm reading. And some weeks I just write down what I'm reading, and I don't bother with the things that I'm watching. But it's nice to keep track of the stuff that you are reading, and you want to because I tend to like gravitate towards things that I really like and tend to read that over and over again. Case in point, some mangas. So I would like to avoid that a little bit, and that's why I just keep track of the stuff that I'm reading week over week or year over year. So that's the only two things that I track on this side. And basically the left side, this small section, is just for me to ramble about things, and just specifically talk about things that I really want to do. If there's something that I really want to do, I just write them. And that's how I'm just using this weekly section. And that's why I started the video by saying like this might not work for you, because this is a very free form planning, right? It's not very time bound. I do have my work calendar which tells me what I have to do like at work, so I keep that separate, and I do have like a note-taking book that I have. But that's why like my daily journal or daily planner, whatever planning I'm doing here, does not have to be extremely down to the T, for lack of a better term. So that's what I've been doing. I will be running out of pages pretty soon. So I think I am, where am I? So this is November, according to my sticky note. And I think I will cross like December. I might have like a couple of weeks of December. And, like I think I have until the last week of November in here, which is perfect because I know that the Hobonichi Weeks typically tend to start on the last week of November. So I will be purchasing something this year because it was just not going to suffice for me for the next year. So that's what I've been doing on this weekly layout. And my daily, like any back pages, like the pages in the back, are just meant for like regular schmegular journaling and anything that I just wanted to keep track of that particular day, if there was anything interesting that happened. And this is mostly just pen only. I have this Sakura Pigma Micron in 10. I think this is a 0.6 mm, so I like having a really bold tip, which is what you see here. And I just tend to like write what I want to, and you will see like there's difference in the pen, like the nib sizes, because these were things that I used last year. And I'm okay with how, well, I wouldn't say it's messy, but it is it's not very pleasing to the eye perhaps, but it works for me. So that's what I've been doing with my Hobonichi Weeks. And I have some stuff in here that just keeps me honest. Like I have this like wish list of Hobonichi stuff that I still haven't ordered from. So that's how I'm using this page. And I also use like the My 100 to track all the stuff that I've read that particular year. So yeah, and I just have this sticky note from the Inuyasha collab. So one of the additional things that I have on here is the weekly notebook. And what it is, it's basically, this is the notebook, or this is the memo pad for weeks that you get from the Hobonichi store. I don't know if they still have it in stock, but I tend to keep like the things that I need to transfer from year on year. I tend to keep it in here. So I have a list of stuff that I want to read. I have to move my grocery list onto here because I haven't done that yet, but things that I want to keep track of, or any lists that I'm working through, is what I will possibly keep on this particular book. And that's how it's been working for me. I think it's a pretty nifty selection of things that try to keep me honest. And I do feel that, I also have this pencil board. I love this pencil board. I think this is from I want to say Shinsuke Yoshitake. He has like really cool illustrations, really cute illustrations. So I think that this has been working for me fine. I will run out of pages, so I do intend to purchase a new planner this year. But that's basically what I wanted to show you guys, because like I said, it's definitely not going to work for everybody, but with the kind of life that I'm leading, I don't have to plan stuff down to a T. I kind of know what I will be doing every single day, and having the ability to at least know the stuff that I need to get done in that month and having to plan it over the course of 4 weeks is what I've been wanting, and that's where this weeks has been really helping me out. So yeah, and I feel like this, maybe I might continue to do this year on year, like only purchase one for the 2 years in a row. But I do tend to like get tempted by some of the covers, so we will always see how things goes. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Do let me know if you also use older Hobonichi Weeks or other planners that you redate or not redate, and I would like to know. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.